A very important question: what is risk assessment? How to carry out risk assessment? What are the key steps of risk assessment? The purpose or the objective of risk assessment is to keep the workers safe and the work site productive. So, let's explore these steps with some examples. Number 1, identify hazards. During a risk assessment, you might identify hazards such as exposed electrical wiring, slippery floors, or hazardous chemicals stored improperly. Second step is to assess the risks. Once you have identified the hazards, assess their risks by considering the likelihood and severity of potential incidents. For example, if there are heavy objects stored on high shelves, the risk of them falling and causing injury may be high. Step number 3, evaluate existing control measures. Review the control measures already in place. For instance, if working at heights is a hazard, check if there are guardrails or fall protection systems installed to mitigate the risk. Step number 4, determine risk levels. Assign risk levels to each hazard. For instance, a chemical storage area with inadequate ventilation and flammable materials would be classified as a high-risk area. Step number 5, implement control measures. Develop and implement control measures to minimize or eliminate risks. Examples include providing personal protective equipment, PPE, to workers exposed to hazards, or implementing machine guarding to prevent contact with moving parts. Step 6, monitor and review. As a safety practitioner, you need to regularly monitor the effectiveness of control measures. For example, conduct inspections to ensure that fire extinguishers are in proper working condition and accessible in case of a fire. You are on the platform of Safety First Life. If you are watching for the first time, kindly subscribe it and press the bell icon for all future notifications. And if you find the video informative, then like, comment and share it with your friends and fellows. Today, we are discussing about the key steps of risk assessment. Step number 7, communicate and train. Communicate identified risks and control measures to employees. Provide training on safe work practices and procedures. For instance, train employees on the proper use of machinery or handling hazardous substances. Step number 8, document and review. Document the risk assessment process and any changes made. Keep records of inspections, incident reports, and training sessions. Regularly review and update the risk assessment to account for changes in the workplace or new hazards. If I will summarize, I would like to say conducting a thorough risk assessment is essential for creating a safe and healthy work environment. By following the steps we have discussed and using relevant examples, organizations or companies can proactively identify hazards, evaluate risks, and implement appropriate control measures. This systematic approach helps minimize the likelihood and severity of incidents, protecting employees from harm and promoting a culture of safety. By regularly reviewing and updating the risk assessment, organizations can adapt to changes in the workplace such as new processes, equipment, or regulations. Additionally, effective communication and training ensure that employees are aware of the identified hazards and equipped with the knowledge and skills to mitigate them. Remember, risk assessment is not a one-time task but an ongoing process. It requires the commitment and involvement of all employees to maintain a safe working environment. By prioritizing risk assessment and management, organizations demonstrate their dedication to the well-being of their workforce and create a culture of safety that benefits everyone. So, start implementing these steps. Involve your employees and make risk assessment an integral part of your organization's safety program. Together, we can create safer workplaces and protect the health and well-being of everyone within the organization. And that's all for now. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Wish to see you soon with a new HSC tutorial. Until then, take care, good luck, and goodbye.